What's up, gang? We're back for part 3, finally. Part 3 of 3 of Not a Bad Tune on the record, A to Z. And we are here at the letter S. And this is from one of my favorite eras of music. It's the 80s, and this is thrash metal from the 80s. This is Sacred Reich. Growing up in Baltimore, you wouldn't think that there's a hardcore scene here in the city, but there's some great bands that came from Baltimore. And this is one that is going back on tour next year, along with End It, another Baltimore hardcore band. This is Trapped Under Ice with Stay Cold. And this is one of the greatest albums, beginning to end, especially for gotta love it. Trapped Under Ice, Stay Cold. Woo, that was hard. Hardcore, man. I can't wait to see these guys again in January, along with End It in Baltimore. Downtown Baltimore, hardcore scene is still alive and well. So from that edge of the spectrum, we're going to go over to death metal. And I'm not a huge fan of death metal. There's only a few bands that I can that listen to on a day-to-day kind of thing, but like Possessed, Possessed is old school and great, and Death with the late and great Chuck. But this band I just discovered not long ago, and this is the letter U, and we are at Undeath. Dude, that was cool. I'm not much for the Cookie Monster singing. In fact, I really don't like that, but the music itself is super badass. I mean, that Legions of a Different Kind is definitely different of a different kind. So, following up though, we got to go old school, and it's black metal, death metal, kind of a slash there. But this group definitely has to be on this list, because to me, they were kind of like the godfathers of that type of music that was coming back out in the 80s. And this album is it could be arguably 1 or 2, but for Venom, this is Welcome to Hell, and it to me is the best album that Venom put out. And again, people may disagree with that one, but I always thought it was a great album. So beginning to end, not a bad tune on it. This is Venom, Welcome to Hell.
Ancient rise crying, and crashing on the way of the dark.
right, we are at letter W, and this band out of Boston, Massachusetts. And again, back to the hardcore thing, but this is one of those albums, kind of like off most people's radar, but this is their debut album, and this is Wrecking Crew from Boston, and totally a hardcore band by definition. Hardcore. I gotta admit, we're at letter X, and this one took me for a ride because I could not actually think of a band that began with the letter X and had a great album beginning to end. However, saying that, this album is just released this year. They are from England, London, England, I believe, and this is Xentrix with 7 Words, and this is probably one of the best albums that I heard for 2022. We are at letter Y. Y. I'm telling you, we're getting down to these hard letters to pick, beginning to end. But, you know, they are there. Certainly there. And this one, again, took me a little bit to find. And this one, this is another band from my home state of Maryland. Ocean City, Maryland. This is Yatra. And, you know, great metal band. And kind of under the radar. But this album was really, really good. And check it out. Here is Yatra with a banger from beginning to end. All is Lost. Check this out. Go out and get this record. I'm telling you, it's really, really good. Okay, gang, we are at the end. Finally, letter Z, A to Z. We're at the end here. I'm finishing off my Torpedo Extra IPA from Sierra Nevada down here in the dungeon. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I hope to do more of this stuff. I've been really, really busy. Haven't really been fishing much. Again, if you're into fishing content, please check out the other channel over on Amped Up Outdoors. A lot more fishing related stuff going there. This is going to be a lot more on the dude side of things. Beer, whiskey, music, that sort of thing. So if you're into that, please hit that subscribe button down below. And, you know, be here and get notifications. If there's a bell, I don't even know if I have the bell, but if I do, click that sucker. And it's there, and more cowbell. Alright, so anyway, enough of that. We're at letter Z. And we haven't done a punk band here, so we're going to do it. It's classic old school punk. And this is the Zeros with Don't Push Me Around. Great album from the early days of punk. And this is classic A to Z. Finishing up here with the Zeros. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Horns up.